Hello everyone. I hope you're able to hear me. 1 minute. Hello. Okay. 1 minute. I think you will be hearing a echo. Yeah. Hello. Now it should be fine, I think. Can someone confirm me? Pretty sure now the echo should be good. Like, sorry, echo. You will not be hearing any echo now. Yeah, sorry for that. Some setting was there which was messed up. But yeah, we are good to begin now, everyone. So just before we start, let us wait a couple of minutes more for everyone else to join. Yep. Meanwhile, I will share my screen and just remove few things from our last discussion. Give me a second. Yep. So few things we might have to delete. Meanwhile, if anyone has any question, please just ask the same in the chat. We'll be happy to help. Yep. So things are set from my end. Great. Part one, Himanshu will be available in that. Let me provide you with the link. Just give me a second. I'm also sharing my screen, everyone. So just let me know if you're able to see that. Yeah, cool, everyone. So this is the overall part one video. Now let me present my screen as well. Hopefully you will be able to see and hear everything fine. So yeah, that was the part. Great. One and yeah. Cool. That should be good. I think we are good to start. Let me now look at your questions and answer them. Meanwhile, just let me clear this out. This is not the today's agenda. Yeah. So let me now take up your questions, everyone. Please keep the questions coming. I hope you're able to see me. Today is the part two. So we are going to do the project. Let me pull up the project roadmap. This full architecture cycle, which we saw in the last video. And yeah, this was all we did. Great. So yeah, this was the project which we started and we did till raw data processing in ADLS Gen 2. We'll come back to this. First 10 minutes, we will just quickly have the questions. If I change career to do DE, they asked if you meant that is this course for changing career to DE, then yes, it's the case to become a data engineer or a big data engineer, right? I haven't seen last live video, so it's okay to continue from today. Yeah, should be fine, Naman. We will be starting from scratch only. Not exactly from scratch. I will just give you a quick brief, so you will be able to follow normally. Just that you should have some idea of Databricks and Spark because majorly we will be working on that today. So yeah, that will be helpful. Web development roadmap, Praveen. This is regarding big data engineering. Web development, it's a different kind of a roadmap, REST and front end, back end, all these things. have done that, but not the right part. Maybe you can reach out to me separately and I can help you with that. Should be fine. Okay. Himanshu, pretty sure that you are able to get the link, audible and visible. Pretty sure that each and everything should be fine now. Sorry, my bad. Now I think all of you should be able to see the architecture as well. Okay. Great. So thanks, Pravan. That is good to hear. I'm doing a project on data centers. It requires to do modular coding. Get set again. If you are doing it at your end, no. If you have to deploy it, depending on what you are using, it may require modular coding. It's majorly on which code base you are working. Like, I won't say that you should do a project from scratch on data science on modular coding. Not a right strategy. Okay. Cool. Uh, okay, so this majorly is for big data. Not really sure why you guys are asking for all the other roadmaps. Good thing is I am aware of all the major roadmaps you're asking. Good that someone is not asking for iOS or app development roadmap. AI roadmap, Maurya. Okay, so do ML, then deep learning in a lot of depth. After that, make sure that you understand NLP a lot. Then you can start with the AI things and making everything. So yeah, I'll not going to like go a lot in deep. Should be fine. Let us just quickly go through our course once, and let me also check if the coupon is still valid. So Krish 10 still valid. Yeah, that's a good thing. So did expanded for other students. So everyone, meanwhile, I'm also sharing. So for questions which are not related to big data, you can connect with me on LinkedIn and please ask them there, or you can just follow me on YouTube. On the YouTube comment as well, I reply and answer your questions. So this, I think, is a better overall thing. Now let's get back to our course ones. So we are taking these classes as a practice, or I would say exposure, so that people are able to answer, or basically people are able to ask their doubts, okay, in the field of big data or data engineering if they have any. So this is all about the course. I have shared the link. You can just go through the link via this, or I think this bit.ly link is also working, which is in the bottom where you are scrolling. So somewhere here. Yeah. So now let me just quickly run you through this whole syllabus. Meanwhile, we are going to start in 2 minutes. So if anyone has any doubt, please ask that before I start. This is what we saw in the last session, where we started with a data source. We did the data ingestion into ADF, Azure Data Factory. We created a data lake as well. And now we will be doing data transformation today. Okay. I'm all good, Mukesh. Hope you are also fine. So yeah, we today is Wednesday, so next session we are going to have on Saturday, not Friday. Friday is for a little bit fun, but yeah. So if anyone has any doubt related to big data course or anything, please ask that. Once then I will start with the overall brief about the course, and then we will jump into our project. Great. Keep your doubt coming regarding this course, regarding big data, normal career as well, just not the roadmap of uh, web, like web development, AI, or anything. Little out of this course, but if you can reach out to me, I will be more than happy to help you. Many students are reaching out to me for other doubts as well on LinkedIn, on YouTube. So yeah, helping with them with that. Okay. Vivek, it will not be in Hindi. Okay, so let me help you with that. See, Vivek, so it is not going to be in Hindi, but what you can do is you can just go to my channel. There I will be uploading videos. So I upload the video for what is big data. It's properly in Hindi in a very good overall, I would say, language. You can see this, and I will be uploading other videos as well. Okay, it's very high quality. I make sure that I'm maintaining a great quality in my YouTube videos. Okay. So yeah, that is the thing. But the course, it's going to be in English. Okay, but the English will be fine. Like the way I'm talking, everyone should be able to get it. If you have any other problem, being Hindi my other language which I can speak, I will surely be. See, my aim will be to make sure that I'm able to explain you. Okay. Now with the help of ChatGPT, even if it takes some other language, I will say to it in English. It will translate it to that language. So I don't think you will have any problem with respect to the language. You can also follow my channel. There I will be putting content in Hindi sporadically, not like all together. But yes, this course will be in English. Okay. And many students are asking for Udemy course as well. So Udemy, we are recording and it will take time. So if all of you have seen till now, this is the syllabus, right? It's a lot huge syllabus, and we will have multiple courses there. Krish sir has already clarified the same thing as well. So it's going to take time. The videos are not going to be the same, which we are going to take in this session. No, we are re-recording and making sure that each and everything is up to the mark to help even a fresher start into the big data journey. And yeah, master all the clouds as well. So AWS, Azure, and GCP. We are targeting all the three clouds. Okay. Baljinder, if you will go on Krish Naik channel, this channel which you are looking this video on, you can go to the live. The last 3-4 live sessions are the one which we are discussing till now. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo 7, easily 7 to 8 months minimum. If you do things in depth and you understand and you make projects which are basically having many components, just like this one which I have in front of you. So yeah, that is going to be good. Should I stick to ML or should I dive into GenAI? First do ML, then only you can just dive into GenAI. Okay, before that, anyway, it's not possible. Okay, Mukesh. So I hope that is helpful. Yeah, I think most of the questions are answered. If I miss this session, will the same thing be covered in the live batch starting from 21st? Abhinav, in the live class, I will be explaining things in a lot more depth, and the project part will come afterwards. So see, right now I'm making sure that I teach you project, but still students will not be able to get a lot of things. So just to give you an example, just give me a minute. I will be teaching things in a lot more depth in the course as well. So you will not be missing out on anything as such. Just that the project part will come a little late in the live class. Like we will make sure that we understand Azure first properly, right? So this is, I am on your Azure, everyone. Pretty sure that all of you have seen, spending some credits for you all, and have deleted all the resources. Okay. All the resources are deleted because I don't want to incur cost. So yeah, I think we can start with this. Just a second. Meanwhile, just let me quickly brief all of you about the course. So this is the course which we are starting, everyone. Big data with Azure and AWS Cloud Mastery. I'm sharing the link again. So the course is going to start from 21st December. Okay. So 21st December, this 1 minute. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. Not able to write with the pen. Just a second, everyone. Yeah, it's fine. Great. So yeah, let me just quickly help you all with all the details. So we are starting from 21st December. That is, I think now next Saturday. Timing will be 8 a.m. to noon, right? So 3 hours I will be teaching. 1 hour dedicatedly I have kept for doubts. If the doubts are still there, I will stretch it maybe. But I will make sure that each and every doubt is clear. So you will not have to worry on that. I always am very receptive to doubts. And it will be in a one-on-one fashion. Then proficiency, we are saying professionals. Cleared it many times. If you are someone who is in college who have never done coding, please don't join this course. First, get your hands on coding. You can follow my channel. You can follow Krish sir channel. You can follow anything. But first, get a taste of IT field. What exactly your technology and tech is. That thing is very important. If you are someone who is, let's say, 1.5 years into the job, has a little bit of idea, feel that his career is going toward data engineering side or would like to get that, first reach out to our counseling team and then join the course if you want. If you are someone who is 3-4 years who is doing data analyst job, who feels that their career is stagnant, they want to enhance or basically accelerate their career, you have the idea about the tech, 2 years or plus, I think this course will be going to be perfect for you. So again, fresher who are basically in college, please don't join. Data engineering is something which is an advanced level skill. It's not that it won't be helpful. Like honestly, I wrote and learned few things in my college only as part of some research work which I was doing. But data engineering is not a beginner level course as such. It's a professional level course only. Okay. Knowledge helps, of course, every knowledge is going to help. But first, learn about Python and other things. That is going to be helpful. Okay. So that is just to clear. Freshers in job, still, it's very right for you. Just make sure that you make up your mind because you will have to spend some extra hour or extra time at your end. Okay, we are making it a lot clear. I personally will be teaching each and everything from depth, but few things I will be making sure that you have an idea about. For example, Python, we will be giving you with the recordings, not teaching that in class. Databases and SQL as well, right? Few things like networking, I will assume that you have a basic idea about it, not a deal breaker. But yes, if you're someone who doesn't have any idea about anything, any coding, no coding experience, please first get that, and I will be more than happy to help you even after the course is finished, or even if we are in midway of the course. Okay. So yeah, that is all about the timings and everything. Now about the features, everyone. So dashboard access with 1.5 years, then community chat forum for discussions. That has already started. I am answering a lots of doubt there. Students are coming up with their personal query and request and everything. So that's a very good thing, because there we will be also sharing if we get any job openings, or normally you will be able to normally interact with your peers as well. So that is very important, honestly. And we will have hackathons as well. So I will make sure that we have some projects and stuff that is normally helpful to just start, or basically in your career, in your data engineering journey. If you have someone, or if you have team with which you have done the projects, that is majorly a lot helpful. Live diet clearing after session, so doubts surely will be cleared, that is not a worry. Hackathons with rewards and job referrals if we have any, and resume discussion and mock interviews. So I have actually taken lots of interviews, I think easily 300 plus or more, honestly, with Scalar, Coding Ninjas, in my all the jobs. I like the interview process a lot, like taking interviews, giving interviews. So we'll be sharing all my experiences, and yeah, that is all. Okay, you can reach out to this number if you have any queries. To enroll, you can just go to this link. As of now, you can apply Christian, it is still valid, and the course we are taking minimum like some fixed amount of students, not like it will be a 2000 3000 batch. No, we want to make sure that people are joining and they actually transform their career. That is the major aim, honestly. That is the vision with which me and Chris sir are making this course, and we have designed the curriculum. And yeah, this is the syllabus. One second, yeah. So this is the syllabus, everyone. The whole walkthrough. Again, not going through it. It is there. I have done that in the last 4 classes, so you can just see those classes once to get an idea that what all we will be covering. Okay, cool. So yeah, let me just quickly have your doubts, and then we are going to start with part 2 of our project today. CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo 7. If you have a knowledge of these things, it is going to help in your career. Let's say your data science or ML career. Normally, you will be majorly working as a software engineer, and then you start with these things. If I be really honest, so data engineer is a sub part of software development or engineer. That is how I got my exposure to data engineering. If you have that knowledge, and if you basically share that right with your team, it's going to be helpful. There is no such thing in a way as fresher data engineer job as such. It's just that they make, let's say they will hire you, and if you are, let's say, in the analytics or database team in your overall organization, and companies have them a lot, like there are many teams which are dealing with that in every company. Okay, so it's where your data engineering journey will start, because it is something which you learn and understand. So as a software engineer, you will be starting your journey in a data engineering field. That is how it happens in a real sense. Okay. Great. Currently working as a mean stack developer. I'm pretty sure, Gopal, it's MERN stack, not mean stack. Okay. Should I jump into big data or data science, or it's fine to Gopala? That's going to be your call. If you love making apps, if you are absolutely loving your work, data science or data engineering it might give you that. No, might not, but that call is for you. If I talk about in terms of the opportunities, then yes, the opportunities in the field of basically this big data engineering is, I would say, increasing day by day because of data getting generated. So from that point of view, it's a good overall investment and field. But yes, if you have to do that or not, that will depend a little bit on your personal choice as well. Okay. Praveen, when you enroll, we will be uploading the SQL video next week. This week, we will be uploading the Python videos. Okay. Course completion certificate. Yes, certificate will be there. Can I list skills I'm learning on my resume? For sure, you will be able to list Azure, AWS, all the technologies. If you will go through the course structure, you will see how many things are there. So you will be actually having a lots of experience in many technologies, and I can assure you this, that your CV will surely be a different altogether once you covered this course. And how can I say that? Because again, I know what I'm teaching. I have worked in these things for years. So yeah, your CV will surely totally transform, and everything you will be able to enlist on your CV along with the knowledge. See, my aim will be that all of you also have the knowledge and the confidence. That is the major thing I will aim, right? CV, though, you can even just see that, give it to Chat GPT and it can give you with the CV. But knowledge will also be there. Along with that, you will have some great, awesome projects. We will do projects which are 5 hours in length, right? Very near to what you do in your job. So you will get that exposure as well, and in different clouds. So you can think that how good it's going to be. Okay. Yeah, so that was Raven question. Will you be able to attend any big data related certification? Abhinav, again, you will be getting lots of that knowledge, and I'm pretty sure that with that you should be good to have any certification. Just that what might be required is, if it is a very specific kind of a certification, you might have to work a little bit on top of what we all discuss. But again, my like this course we have made up with a mind of something which will be useful in the job, in cracking the job and everything. So not with respect to any particular certification or such, but yes, knowledge will be there. After that you are good to, and for sure that will be useful as well. So that's the real honest opinion. For the certifications, honestly, I normally don't run a lot behind certification. So yeah, that should be good. Okay. Mean stack. Acha, sorry, my bad, Anudeep, my bad. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot. I thought that it's a typo of MERN and like React and that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Only Messi is left now into data jobs. Yes, exactly. Hello everyone, extremely sorry. Face some issue. Just give me a minute. Hello, are you able to hear me still? Extremely sorry. Got some issue with the connection. Let me share my screen. So yeah, I was just saying that you can follow this series as well for Python. And yeah, now let's. I think it's good to start with this particular thing now. We have enough queries and thing. So that's normally what first 15 to 20 minutes are for. But yeah, cool everyone. I hope everything is fine. Just to have my screen as well. Yeah. So this was the major architecture diagram, everyone, which we did in the last first part of our project. I hope each and every one of you remember this. Yes or no? I hope that is clear, everyone. So Tarun, I was answering your question. Got some issue. This is the prerequisite. We have a module for this, right? You can go through this. We will be providing you with the recordings. Everything is mentioned in the course, right? You hear echoes. 1 minute. Sorry. Now I hope it is fine. Very bad from my end, but now I hope it's fine. Just had some issue. Now everything should be fine. Not sure why I get the internet issue at this end from Airtel, but yeah, cool. So great. Now, yeah, everything I have covered with that. Now let us jump back to our project. So we have done the project, the first part. So people, if you remember, we started by getting our data via Azure Data Factory into our data source, which was ADLS Gen 2, which is data lake, right? Now, what we have to do next is we have to work on our data. Now comes the role of data transformation. Okay. So it happens that as of now, I have just got raw data into my system, right, everyone? So if you attended the last class, I'm going to give you a quick brief as well. We had the e-commerce data. Okay. So let me show you the data as well. Just give me a minute. GitHub. Yeah. So let me just go to the data, everyone. This is my GitHub repo, big data projects, e-commerce. And yeah, so this was the data: customers, order details, orders, and products, right, everyone? So this is what we saw in the last class, that how going to raw, we were able to get this data across into our Azure data lake, right? So we created this ADLS Gen 2. Ahmed Krish sir right now is on his way back to India. He went to US for the AWS reInvent event. So I think he's still on flight or might have just landed today, maybe some hours back. Okay. I hope that helps. Great. So let us go back to this, everyone. I'm going to create a new resource group again. I deleted everything, and that's a good practice overall. If you don't want to incur cost, okay. Normally, I made sure that because we will be having some time. Everyone, I hope I'm audible. Can anyone confirm me once if I'm audible or not? Hello, everyone. Raven, request you to check once, please. Okay, please. Like these things, these technical issues. Okay, everyone, just a last check. Please help me to confirm three things: my audio, video, and the screen you are seeing. It should be 1080p quality. So we have purchased a good software to make sure that you see in this. Can anyone just quickly confirm yes, 3 yes or something, so that I'm sure and we are good to continue? Don't want technical issues to have any problem. It should be 1080p. You should be able to see each and everything properly. I will zoom in as well, but yes, majorly you should be able to see yourself only because we have 1080p. But yes, it's 120% now. Okay, cool. So thanks a lot, Raven. Please make sure that who's the person. Yes, Raven and everyone else, please make sure that from the technical side, you just first check your end and then let me know, because for that I have to stop the flow. Okay. Cool. So we are making free trial. We are creating the first resource group. We are making it in central India. So Microsoft Azure has 3 data centers in India. One is in Pune, which is the central India. One I think is in Chennai, and there is another one which I forget where it is. Okay. So let us make e-commerce live part 2. Okay. Or let us try just e-commerce live if it is available. We can just go to next. Name and value we don't have to give. The tags are just for the way you tag thing, right, in your notes app or something, to have some distinction or basically get them quickly. Don't want that. Just create this. Okay. So we are creating a resource group. I explained that in the Ahmed. I will discuss for data science afterwards. Let's wait, keep that towards the end. Okay. So I've created a resource group, everyone. In this now, I will be making all these resources. So Azure Data Factory, ADLS Gen 2, Azure Databricks, Synapse, all these things will be done. In the last class, I made sure that using Azure Data Factory, we were able to get the data into our data lake. Okay, so this is something which we made sure of. Now let me do one thing. Let us create storage account. Okay, create storage account. So here I am creating this storage account again. I am not creating Azure Data Factory again. Reason I deleted, if I would not have, it would have just basically had some cost which I might have to pay, and it was, I think, what, 6 days back. So yeah, don't want it for that cost. Okay, ecom data life. Yeah, the okay, it must contain just lower characters. It should be overall unique. I think yeah, so it should be unique. The name must be unique across all existing storage accounts in Azure. Okay. So this is your proper data lake in Azure where you can store your data. It is stored in a blob format, BLOB. Okay. So it is stored in a blob format. Now, if I just scroll down, Central India is the region. Okay. Primary service, we can just keep it empty. We are going to start ADLS Gen 2, ADLS Gen 2, Azure Data Lake Storage. Performance standard. Redundancy, we want local redundancy. So there are multiple choices if you will see here. Okay. Local redundancy is the lowest cost. It will just have my data across servers in the same location. Okay. So that is why it is local. Geo is provide you extra benefit. The way you can think of this is that you will have, let's say, in India, one copy will be kept in Pune and another will be kept in Chennai. If tomorrow there is some problem in Pune location, some natural calamity, some natural disaster, your data will still be safe. Okay. Zone, again, we have different zones which are created. Okay. We have different zones which are created. It will have those within zones, right? So if I remember right, for example, I think for New York, it's, I think in AWS, the zone is San Francisco. So they are parallelly like opposite. So majorly it gives you a more better data security. Basically, you will have a good redundancy. So we are selecting LRS. More you will select, more the cost will be. Okay, so just to explain you in a very easy terms, let's say you have a very good, let's say this is your, 1 minute, yeah. So let's say this is your house. You have a very good, say, copy of something, or you have an iPhone. You have 2 iPhones. First is you are keeping both in your house. So that is local redundancy. Okay. If a thief breaks in or if there is some calamity, both of them will get destroyed. Okay. So that's the first one. Second is you are giving it to one of your friend who lives in India somewhere. Okay. So who lives in India somewhere. So if tomorrow you have 2 iPhones, you gave it to him. If tomorrow there is a problem, there is something, some natural calamity, a very big wave, okay, yours will get destroyed, but you will be able to use this. Okay. Extending on this knowledge, let's say you have a friend abroad. So if tomorrow there is a overall some failure in the Indian data centers, maybe due to anything, still your data will be safe. So this is the easiest explanation which I can give to explain you about redundancy. Okay. Great. So let us move again forward. So this thing is very important, everyone. enable hierarchical namespace. This we can ignore on for the time being. This is what gives your data lake have folders. Okay. So just to explain you again, what happened is that, let's say this is your data lake overall. It's a store for storing all your files and everything, right? In this, what happens is that if we make it just, so we have two options. It can either be blob, that is the first option, or it can be ADLS Gen 2. This overall choice is very important. This tick is actually the difference, okay, between making it ADLS Gen 2 and a blob. And what's the difference exactly? Let me tell you. Let's say you have a laptop, you have a desktop in your laptop, right? So for example, just like I have this desktop, okay, I have this desktop. I can create folders here. Okay, so I can save my files by creating folders. This is the option which helps you in creating folders. And that is why it's ADLS Gen 2. In this, you will be having a data lake where you can create folders. This is actually the option which is very important to tick if you want to make a data lake and not just a simple blob storage. I hope that is clear. Anyone has any doubt till now what all I have explained? So I have explained you two very important things in your storage account. So I will just go back to the diagram once again. This is the diagram. We are creating storage account again. Okay. Not creating this as of now again. Azure Data Factory, we are not creating. I'm creating storage account again. And then we are going to go to Databricks to work on that data. Okay. So let me now move forward. Other things we can just keep as it is. Network access, it is public. Again, it will take a lot of time for me to explain each and everything right now. Something which we will be keeping for class. Most I would say things which you have to understand, I will be explaining. But right now, let us go forward. We don't have to change that. Should be fine. Okay. Encryption, tags, and we can just review and create. So it's creating now. How does Microsoft Azure differ from AWS services in terms of cost? Vishal, you will have to go to AWS once. It also gives you the free credits. You will have to see that cost. Okay, each and every platform has its own cost. We will be trying that we use the available credits only, right? That is what going to be our aim. So you should just have I think 2 or 3 credit cards. I don't think it's a problem. Like you can ask your friend or something. It is not going to charge you. It is never going to charge you unless you give it the permission. And it is not that easy to give as well. Okay, so for that, you just have to follow the instructions and you will not be charged. So that thing is for sure. Okay, great. So see everyone, we have the resource with us. We have created a resource. In this resource now, I can go to container. So see, here also we have 4 options. If you will see here, this is the major thing which we are concerned with, data storage. So we have created something to store our data, right? So what are we concerned with? Data storage. We can create containers. That is the basic and the most major use for which ADLS is used. File share is something for sharing the files. Queues is something for streaming data. Many of you might be aware about Kafka, a very common technology for streaming service. Streaming data is just like real-time data. Okay. And we can create in the plain old table format as well. We majorly use containers. It's a blob storage, which is AWS owned, and we will be storing our data in that way. I hope that is clear, everyone. So I'm going to create a container. What's going to be my container name? Ecom data live. So I'm trying to keep it same only. Let's see if it takes it. Okay. Now let's do create, and it's creating it. Okay. LinkedIn user, for doubt session, I will be sitting and answering your question one by one. Again, I am very much serious about each and every doubt which students have. So if there are a lot more, then we can have, let's say every 2-3 weeks, we can have an extra session where just doubts will be solved. But majorly, I prefer that once you are understanding something, then and there only after that class, you should have your doubts clear. So that is my major concern. So for that, I will be sitting, unmuting you one by one, and then answering and clearing all your doubts. Apart from that, I will also be clearing the doubts on the fly on the community, and other people can also do the same thing. But yes, that is going to be the major thing. But yeah, if you are serious about the course, then I will make sure that each and every of your doubt is cleared. Okay. So after the class itself. So because that I believe is the best time to clear any doubts. Great. Let us go back 1 minute. So ecom data live. Now I am inside the container. You see this add directory, everyone? Do you see this add directory button? Add directory. You remember I clicked that hierarchical data, hierarchical structure. When I was saying that this is a very important thing, when I ticked that, you won't be seeing this. If we would not have done a tick on that, you will not be able to see this. You cannot make directories then. Okay. Vishlav brochure you can download from here. This is the link. So Vishlav, you have to actually go through. So you see this, Vishlav, the one, this thing, this link overall. Just go to here. If I reply on this via StreamYard from which we are streaming this, you will not be able to get the reply on LinkedIn. I see that you have asked the question via LinkedIn. So on this post from which you are seeing this live, you should see this brochure and everything. Cool. So yeah, everyone. So this is the major thing. Input, save. I'm creating a new directory. Output, I'm creating a new directory. In the input, what I will do, so just give me a minute. I will just add all the data this time directly because I am not creating ADF again. For that, for creating and seeing the Azure data factory, you can just, okay, my bad, not like this, upload. And now I can drag and drop. Again, my bad, no worries. So downloads, and we have what we have. 1 minute, everyone, just a minute, everyone. Yeah. So browser files, pictures, and this is the data which we last time we uploaded this data via overall. So you will see blob type, block size 4 MB, access tier hot. So I will tell you what this access tier hot means. This is for the data which you will be accessing a lot, right? For example, let's say this is maybe what you can think of is this is your phone storage where you have the recent photos. Your school life photos or your earlier childhood photos might be somewhere in some album or maybe in your home PC or somewhere. Okay, so we have three access tier majorly: hot, cold, and archive. We will be using hot majorly for the data which is getting used a lot. Okay, blob, yes, Vishal, exactly. So it is the AWS like HDFS. We have this, and we can just upload. Again, see everyone, many people might not be aware what HDFS and everything is. These are all the theory part which we will be covering in course. Let me know if I can take a session for that as well. But yes, for the timing, you can just think and keep understand them from the easy example which I'm explaining. Okay. So now what I have done till this part again. So this was just for a quick brief of, because many students were there who were not who have not attended the last class, and now you must have seen that we have gotten our data. Earlier we got this data via HTTP request, HTTP via GitHub, and I showed you that you can use a lots of things: Amazon S3, Amazon, all the Amazon service, Google service, SQL DB, NoSQL DB, each and everything is available to you. Okay, great. Let us now move forward. So we have this data here, everyone. Now what we are going to do, let us now go to Azure Databricks. Okay. Here again, I will have to create another Azure Databricks service. So let us do that. Azure Databricks service. Resource group, we created one, e-commerce live. Workspace name, e-commerce live only, I'm keeping. Central tier, it can be premium, should not be an issue. And let us do manage resource group name also, e-commerce live. So I'm just trying to keep it same only. You will see the reason afterwards, but yes. Okay, everyone. So in the last class, in the last session, okay, we discussed great length in Databricks and Spark. Databricks, I showed the community edition, and I showed that how it is very straightforward and equivalent in Azure as well. So let me just move forward. No things you have to change here. No problem. No tags. Review and create. And it's going to create this now. Okay. And we will see that it will take a little bit time and it will create the service. So let me now explain you a little bit on this. What happened? There might be at least one resource deployment operation failed. Please list deployment operations for details. Okay, some issue happened. Let us see what happened exactly. Okay, bad request. Why is that? Okay, so we have given the name which is same everyone, and that's the problem. So you can see the managed resource group cannot be same as application resource group, which makes sense. So let us do one thing. Let us delete this. Let us delete this deployment altogether. Let us go to Databricks again. So it's going to get deleted in the backend. Let us create another service. So it's saying that, okay, you are fine. You can select this resource group. That is all good. Okay. Here you cannot have this. So what you are going to do, Databricks, okay, e-commerce live. And here we can have workspace as ecom live. Okay. So workspace name I'm giving ecom live. Resource group we have already created in the starting. And manage resource group, something which Spark or Databricks is going to use. We are keeping it on this name. I can just directly do review and create. I don't have to do anything here. Next. No need for that. I can just directly. I'm not sure why it doesn't give an error when it does the validation here. Should have given it here only, but yes. So that's kind of a bug in Azure, I think, right? Now let it create. Cool. Now let me explain you a few things, which is going to be very helpful, everyone. So what happens is that we have Databricks, which I discussed in the last class, that how it is created by creators of Spark. How many of you remember this thing? Databricks, it is created by creators of Spark, right? Azure says that, hey, I will be giving you the hardware. So I will give you all the hardware, whatever you need. And we will see that going forward. So this is provided by Azure. The easiest way to understand this, just like you have a laptop, you can take a laptop from Lenovo, HP, Dell. Okay, that is the hardware. So you pay those guys for your hardware. Databricks provide you with the software. So just like Windows, right? Just like Windows, okay, is paid. And yes, Windows is paid. It is not free. You might be using a crack version or it must be already installed. We have to pay Azure for the hardware and Databricks for the software. And why are we doing it? Because Databricks as a software is a very good technology. It has been created by creators of Spark and it's a lot optimized in many things. Okay. So now what we have is, if I just explain you guys with one more thing, let's go to sticker. So now we have a overall space. 1 minute, let me get that diagram once again. So pay attention everyone. Now what we have this overall device with us. Okay, we have this thing. Here we have Databricks on top of it, which is an external software, which is not something which is done by Azure. And one more thing to understand here. We have this ADLS as well. Now what happened is that, and this is very important to understand everyone, this is on Azure and this is on Databricks. Okay, this is on Azure and this is on Databricks. Okay. If I need to access data, I cannot do it directly. I will be needing some key or some permission so that I can access the data. How many of you are able to understand this thing? This is from Databricks. This is from Azure. To read the data from this lake which we have, we need some extra permissions. Some extra security is mentioned here. For that, we need to have some overall permissions, which we will be doing. Okay. So that I can get the data from my data lake. Anyone has any doubt in this thing? Let me know. Okay, so deployment is still in progress. It takes a little time. Meanwhile, let me know if that is clear, everyone. Is it clear, everyone? Anyone has any doubt in this? Let me know in the chat. Just to be on edge, didn't get exactly. Everyone, so I will just, so deployment is complete. Let us go to resource. Okay. So see, let us launch this workspace just like we were launching workspace till now. Let me launch this again. And now let us go to Databricks. That's Azure Databricks. See, it is doing this thing, starting your server. Let it go forward. Great. So a lot similar to what we saw in the last overall, I would say, Databricks class. I showed you that time as well, this particular thing. You will see that we can run SQL here. Machine learning is also supported. Data engineering, we have ingestion, delta, live tables, everything. But our aim is to create a compute first. That is to get the machine. Okay. Aditya, I will be covering each and every of these things in the course. So you will not be requiring. I don't think it will be required. If you have time, you can do that. But Azure and all that basics, I will be covering properly. Okay. As of now, we are just doing a project. So as you can see, right, it's in 1.5 hours. Of course, no one can teach you all the basics of Azure, all the projects. So right now, that's why I'm explaining you things as they are coming. In the course, we will first understand thing and then basically deep dive into each and every of these concepts. Okay. Great. So let us create a compute, everyone. Now in on Azure Databricks, okay, so it's unrestricted. You can see this. Didn't saw this multi-node cluster option, right? We just saw a single node cluster because it was Databricks Community Edition. How many of you remember that thing? Uh, LinkedIn user, I will be coding in PySpark just as soon as I complete this thing. I will be coding in PySpark only after that. Okay. So just let us quickly do the compute part and then we will be coding in PySpark. So understand everyone, we have this way through which we can have the worker and the driver. We can create a single node machine as well. We can create a multi-node cluster as well. You will see that here you have machines again, which you can select. Multiple machines are there. As of now, I'm going through single node only. Not a problem. I will terminate it in 10 minutes of inactivity. So they charges you based on how much you are using the machine. Okay, so that's why I am just making sure that if after 10 minutes it switches off itself. Okay, so this is the all thing, everyone, which you can see in front of you. I am creating a single node cluster. Okay, let me just do it. Change the name, single node cluster, 10 minutes. So this 10 minutes I normally write to tell me that, okay, how exactly when it will turn off. Runtime is basically this, I think is Ubuntu only. So Ubuntu version, it will install Linux on those servers. It will physically go and get me the machine. This is the Scala and Spark version. Then this is the node type. We can just have a basic one only. Okay, let me just do this. We can actually have this basic one only. I hope it is present in this Central India location. And I can just go and do create compute. And now it's going to create the compute for me. What exactly will it be doing here? It will physically go. It will say that, hey, someone has requested a machine with this particular thing. Hey, someone wants that this is the Ubuntu version and these are the Spark and Scala version which should be installed. Please get me that thing. Meanwhile, Azure is like, hey Mayank, just wait for maybe 5-7 minutes. What we are going to do is, we are going to get you the resource. We are going to install Ubuntu, Spark, everything there. But you will have to give us time. Okay. Meanwhile, it takes some time. I was explaining you in the diagram that, see, this is provided by Databricks. This is provided by Databricks. This is provided by Azure. For Azure Databricks, we are just using hardware by Azure, right? So for this particular thing, what we need, we will be requiring a password or authentication. Okay, everyone. So we'll show you the process. Don't worry, but I'm just telling you exactly what is going to happen. So we'll share that. So yeah, that will be good. Kichu, I think you didn't attended the last class. So the difference between a multi-node and a single cluster is something like this. See, this is your single node cluster. Okay, this is your just single node cluster. What happens in your multi-node cluster is something like this. We have this particular machine. Let's say it will be the master or it will be the driver node. And along with that, we will have multiple of these workers who are going to do the work. So this is the very basics about distributed computing in general. Explained that in the previous session. Here we are saying that, hey, I have just one machine. This is what I'm going to use for the computation and everything. In your multi-node, this is how it happens. So these are your workers. And this is your driver or master. As the name suggests, driver in this particular architecture, right? It's a distributed architecture for heavy workloads. Majorly, we use the worker machines, this driver worker architecture. Again, if I choose that, the cost is going to be high. And if my data is something like this, plus one more thing to understand, while coding, there will not be much difference. Okay, if you're coding it, there will not be much difference. So when you choose this kind of an architecture, your aim of driver is to just tell your workers what it has to do. Now, Databricks, Spark, everything is optimized so that you will have to write your code as it is. You don't have to worry on anything. But internally, it's going to work on different machine. Okay. So let's say if you have to, let's say you have to do some joins, right? It is going to divide that thing. It is going to spread that across different machines. If you have to count the number of words, let's say in a very big file, it will divide that file and send it across these machines so that it can be done pretty quickly. Easiest example to understand, let's say I give you a book, okay, or let's say I give you some pages and hey, count me this number of pages. You call your 3 friends and you give them each some part of your pages. Okay, so I give you a very big book. It has multiple of these pages. What you do is, I asked you that, hey, can you count this? You being a smart man, what you do is you call 3 of your friends. You give each and every one of them some part of this book without counting, and you take the last one. In this overall, driver normally doesn't do any work. It just gets like tell the workers what to do. That is what multi-node cluster is. But let's say your friends are going to beat you if you just give them the work. So you are also taking some part on yourself. Now, if you will count these pages, right, it's going to be a lot quicker. I hope you understand why. Because earlier you were the only one working on them. Now you have distributed computing. But one more thing to understand. If the work is very less, let's say if you have just 5 pages, now it is not that optimized always, because just counting the 5 pages, maybe you can do it yourself. Why will you go and talk? Like, first you have to call your friends, then you have to explain them what you have to do, right? So that's a trade-off always, that it is not that always for small tasks also Spark is going to be faster. Okay, so I hope now it is a lot clear in the easiest language possible. So Kichu, what was the name? Yeah, Kichu, I hope that is clear. Okay. So are we distributing our task? Yes. For instance, a day frame can be distributed into different machines. Yes, Kichu, that is exactly the whole idea behind distributed computing and big data as well. When working in an industry project, can someone access our cluster? How is cluster sharing managed? Vishal, no one can access your cluster provided you have proper security there. For example, you cannot even access this cluster as well, which I'm giving. Okay, so see, computer is running, everyone. What we can do? We can go to our workspace, create a new notebook. So notebook is getting created. Let us connect to our cluster, single node cluster. And yeah, we have this. Okay. How does the distribution takes? What is the criteria? So LinkedIn user, for that, it's actually the very basics of Hadoop and MapReduce architecture, how that happens. I will not be explaining it right now. The reason is that I will like to make sure that it is properly explained. So the criteria is majorly the same. Just to give you a basic idea, okay, I'm giving you the basic idea, not any architecture diagram or something. Your driver node here, it has the whole idea that what exactly is happening. It knows that okay, which data is kept where, okay, where the copies are also created. So replication is also a very good factor in your overall work of your distribute this architecture. It basically says that okay, let's say you have to count pages, count something, and just the data is kept here. It is just going to ask these two workers that hey, you have this data, I have a request to work on this data, please do this work and get me the results. Once this happens, so the doing this work is map operation, okay, in a way it is map operation. Once your results are there, then we reduce those results into a single results. So you will have two results. Let's say he says that hey, I have 50 pages, he says I have 40 pages. We will reduce this to a single answer, which is 90. This answer will go to your master driver and via that to the client. So some client will be sending out the request, right? In a very easy way. That is the way it happens. Now there are again many things which comes into the picture. The block size, okay, overall resources and all these things, how they are shared, kept, how many tasks are created, all these things are there, which is something which we will learn when we deep dive into Spark. Spark and MapReduce majorly. Okay. So pretty sure it would have been normally easy and easy to understand. So we can now see just would like to show you notification. No, I don't want to see any notification. And we have Spark here as well, everyone. I hope all of you are able to see this. Yes or no? Can you just tell me now, till now, anyone has any doubt? Anything which is not clear? And yeah, I have been speaking since a long time. So let me just quickly have water. And if anyone has any doubt as of now, please ask that in the chat. I will be more than happy to clear them. So next part, what I was saying is Azure Databricks 2 ADLS Gen 2. See, there's a proper tutorial which is given by Microsoft itself. Okay. I can just tell you the basic idea behind this. We have to create a client secret, okay, for your service principal. We have to grant the service principal access, okay. We have to add the client secret and then we have to configure these properties. So we will see many properties. Yeah, these are all the properties which we have to configure. Okay. Yes, Kichu. So yeah, that is basically big data and distribution 101 for you, what we just discussed. So what all you have understood, that is the major idea. The driver manages all these things. Driver maintains the metadata. Okay, so driver maintains the metadata, which in which it knows that okay, what exactly is happening. I hope that is clear. Again, anyone, any doubt? Anything not clear? Pretty sure that the way I've explained now, it should be a lot clear. Any doubt before I move forward? Anyone will be good if you clear it right now. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Again, these are not very easy things to do, honestly. These are little complex. So if you have any doubt, please make sure that you ask that. Good to move forward. Can I get a yes, no in the chat? Something. AJG, what is Databricks? For that, I will suggest that you see the last video. I explained in that properly. What exactly is Databricks? So what we can do, we can go to YouTube. Okay. Minute, yeah. So we can go to YouTube. We can go to Krish search channel, Krish Naik. We can go to search channel. We can go to live and see introduction to Databricks and Spark. Around 1.5 hour class. In around 45 minutes, I must have explained this. What exactly is Spark? What is Databricks? That is going to be helpful. Okay. So yeah, now I think this is clear to each and every one of you that what exactly is happening. We have this ADLS Gen 2. We got the data here. We created our Databricks cluster on Azure. And now we have to work on our data. Okay. Clear, everyone? So I'm moving forward. If anyone has any doubt, just ask that and I will do that once we take the next break, right? So for the timing, just let us copy this code given by this only. So we are pasting it. Now you will see few things. You will see few things here. Okay. And I could have done one more thing just to show you how awesome is this. See, give me the code to connect to my ADLS Gen 2 folder to get the data. Let's see what code it will give. It's going to be straightforward, easy. How good AI is. Let us see. So it is saying that ADLS path spark.read format. Okay, so 1 second. Let us just change it a little bit. Give me code to have permission and conf set to connect to ADLS Gen 2. Okay. Now let us see this. So yeah, see now if you will see everyone, this is, I think it's the same code, right? How many of you can see it's the same code which AI is giving? Vikrant, Databricks is also there in every of these clouds. So be it your AWS, GCP, or your overall, I would say Azure, the hardware is given by these services and it's the same. Okay. So you will see here, everyone, this is a generic code, right? This is the normal code which is given on this website. You will see many fillers here. See, storage account. Okay, see how many places storage account is there. Application ID, then directory ID. It is asking you for a lots of things, right? Why is it asking you this? I've explained you again. Azure Databricks is a service given by this. Databricks is a software of Databricks. It is not directly in terms of Azure. Whereas Azure ADLS Gen 2, this data lake is within Azure. So we need to have this permission. We need to have this authorization. Okay. So let us move forward then. Let us go to our storage account. Let us go back to Azure. Minute. Kichu, that is using GenAI model for giving you the code, nothing else. So that is just like any other GenAI. Where is the storage account? So ecom data live is a storage account, everyone, as you can see, right? Okay, let it load. Let me just check. Yeah, so we have the data. No worries. Okay. So 1 minute, let you refresh it. Let me just go back. So storage accounts. This is the storage account where we want to have this. We can go on IAM, access control. Add role assignment. Okay, so before doing this, actually, we will have to 1 minute. I'm not sure why it is working very slow. minute, let us go back. So we will have to get all these things, everyone. So I'm just trying to show you that how we can get these things. Okay, just a second. What we do, social, yeah, access keys, my bad. So it is just hanging a little. I think you can also see that it is not working very quickly, right? Just a second. This is just giving us some things. Meanwhile, ask your doubts, everyone. Not sure why it is taking us some time. Let me just get this. Storage account name is something this. So let us go ahead. Storage account, see everyone. We can just change it everywhere. Okay. So I'm changing my storage account here, everyone. See. Okay. So pasted it everywhere where else it is needed. I think, yeah, storage account, everything is done. Storage, yeah. So it is done everywhere. I've changed my storage account. Now let us just see storage account application ID. Okay, so I just want to show you that how exactly we will be getting all these things. Okay, we will be seeing that how exactly are we going to get these things. Just give me a second. See, is access key? Yes, in a way key 2, yes. So you can think that they are similar only. Okay. So yeah, I think they were. Let us just go back. Let me close this. If we go on our storage account, ecom data live. So just that Azure is working very slow. Not really sure what happened here, but yeah. Internet seems to be fine. Not an issue with that, but yeah. Okay, so why is it not working? 1 minute, everyone. So it is just taking a little bit of time. Cool. So let me do one thing. Actually, meanwhile, what we can do is we have this workspace. Okay, so let it run. Meanwhile, everyone, what I'm doing, pay attention. So notebook query more. If I go get folder, yeah. So add or upload data. I'm meanwhile using the local one. Azure is like normally it happens in free account sometimes. Okay. So what we can do is create a table from files in ADLS using not this. We can just create, we can update the data here. Let me just update the data here only. Okay. So what I'm doing, everyone, just to make sure we are just uploading the data for the timing. Okay, I will just check that Azure is just taking a little bit time and it happens in the free account sometime. Don't worry. So we are uploading our data here. Okay. So just that we are using this locally. Okay, just local Azure data. I explained you that exactly we will be needing to have this thing. So let us just upload the data. Majorly, we normally connect to this using the code which I showed you. Okay, so let us just create the table. Okay, so I think it has just did something wrong. Let me just upload them one by one. Not sure why it is working very slow. Just give me a minute. Let me quickly check. Meanwhile, if anyone has any doubt, please ask the same. It will be helpful to clear that. Okay, why are you so slow? Yes, I want to leave. Let us upload it one by one. Okay. So I'm creating the table. So in the data engineering, we are just going to data ingestion and I'm uploading them one by one. Not really sure. It is not working very nicely. If I go on as e-commerce data overview, Okay, let it load. Subscription ID and everything. So we needed the application ID and all these things, right? So let me go to security networking. Access keys. Yes, I think something has changed here in this. 1 second. Shared access signature. So 1 minute everyone, we will do that. Meanwhile, let me just upload the data here. We have customers now. Let me go to data ingestion. Okay, we can upload to DBFS as well. So 1 minute. Yeah. Cool. So we are uploading all this data, everyone. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So all of this is uploaded. Now what we can do is we can go to our workspace. Actually, we were working on a notebook, right? So this is the notebook we were working on. And we have this e-com workbook. Okay. So just let us quickly check if we have the data or not with us. Start, attach, and done. Okay, so I think it has been 10 minutes. So the cluster got terminated. Let it just start again. Okay. So the Databricks can do the whole process of ETL pipeline. No, Kichu, not really. We cannot get the data from different things. It supports a lot of things here, lots of inputs, but not the whole pipeline cannot be created. And if you just pay attention, many things are there, right, which we have to connect with them. Then many connectors are there in the ADF, right, which is of course not supported. So this I'm getting the data because Azure is just working a little bit slow. But yes, majorly you cannot do all these things, that you can just get the data and everything from this. Okay. Let it attach to the cluster, everyone. If anyone has any doubt, meanwhile, just quickly ask and we'll be happy to answer that. Great. So let me just try to load this data, everyone, the one which we have uploaded. So where it was exactly, let's say if we have the orders data, right? So we have Spark session. Okay, 1 second, we will have to get this. So from PySpark.sql import Spark session. Okay. So to get the data, which we have just uploaded, right? Spark session dot. Then we will have to do after that builder dot app name, and let's say I'm just giving an app name ecom, right? So I'm just giving this as an app name. Databricks, I think, yeah, all the doubts are answered. So and get or create. So this is just to create a new overall Spark session, everyone, right? This will create a Spark session and I will have Spark here, something which I'm going to use for this. Let me just go back and Spark. Okay. Now I have to read the data, right? So orders data, okay, is equals to Spark C. It is giving you this whole code, right? Spark.read CSV, file store tables order, right? And we can do this. Let us try to read this. If I remember, okay, we will have the data in not in tables, but in that. So let us just quickly see a Spark job is starting and it has read the data. Let us just do one thing now. Orders dot show. And we have the table with us. Order is not defined, my bad. Orders data. Orders data. And you will be able to, if I run this cell, you will be able to see this particular thing, right? So we are able to see the data, everyone, right? In a similar way, we have 4 tables. So customers data equals spark dot read dot csv customers. Okay. Next was we have this customers data. Then we have the products data. It is just helping you to fill in the code thanks to AI. And orders detail data, right? Spark dot. So I'm just reading the CSV. I'm just reading the CSV. And once I run it, everything should run. And we should have all our data. This is what our aim is. So we are able to now get our data. Okay, everyone. Now, just to show you what exactly is happening behind the scenes. So we have this data with us now. We can just see it here. Now pay attention. This is the schema, right? So the very first thing which I'm going to do, everyone, the very first thing is which I'm going to do, orders and customer, right? DF equals, so pay attention, orders and customers. We have customer ID, which is the common thing here, right, everyone? I hope everyone is able to see this. We have customer ID, which is common between them. I have the orders and the customers. So a customer must have made an order, right? So what I can do, orders underscore data dot join C dot join customer data, orders data customer ID equals customer data dot customer ID. So all I am doing is, and I think I have forgotten this T, run it again, customers. Okay. So pay attention, everyone. And now I will run this. My bad. Which is it? Customer underscore ID. So AI is failing here. And here as well, we have customer underscore ID. Let me run this. Okay. Cool. One thing more to notice here, everyone. If I have done this particular operation, do you think we have the results as of now? How many of you have heard about Spark lazy evaluation? Lazy evaluation of Spark. How many of you have heard of it? Lazy evaluation. Krishna, I didn't have customer, not K. It was Cus Omar. So I forgot the T there, right? But no worries. We have the data with us now. So how many of you have heard about the lazy evaluation of Spark, everyone? What happened is that when I'm doing this, right, when I'm doing this particular code, okay, what exactly is happening is Spark as of now will not be calculating or doing this thing. It will not be doing any particular thing here. It will wait. So it's made a DAG. So I will just explain you. Just let me show you that Spark transformation and actions. Okay. Again, these are all very, I would say, technical things, which again we are going to discuss. And we have more than like 2-3 weeks of classes for this particular thing. What happens is that there are some operations in Spark which are transformation, some are there which are actions. Okay. Sparks create a DAG, direct acyclic graph. So let me explain you. Yeah, see, pay attention. So see, you will see that these all, okay, these all are the transformation. These all are the transformation. As you can see, in these operations, Spark doesn't do anything. It just say that, hey, I know that I have to do this thing, but I will do it when action is required. Okay. So it's the same as you know that your exams are coming. You have that knowledge, but you will start studying once it is nearer. Right, everyone? So we don't start studying, like, for example, I know that, okay, I have an exam in November, maybe, or let's say next April. I will just start my action once it is asked for me to do, right? In a very similar way, we have transformations and we have actions. Okay. For all these transformation, let's say if I ask Spark that, hey, filter, it will just create a block. Then I ask that, hey, do a union. It will just create a block. It will create this direct acyclic graph. In a very easy terms, one transformation after the another, it will just maintain in its memory that, hey, this is what I have to do. But it will not do that. It is not going to do that. Okay. And we can see one thing here. Because it doesn't do this, we can go to actually, I can show you the Spark UI. 1 minute. Can I show the Spark UI? How can I see this? So if I go to cluster, single node cluster, Spark UI. Okay, so we are going to discuss each and everything in depth there as well, everyone. So you will see few operations will be done there. Spark UI, Spark jobs. Do you see the join operation here, everyone? Any one of you is able to see the join operation here? Anyone able to see join operation here? If I show you this description, pay attention. Do you see join operation here? So it says that till now it has done 19 jobs it has created, right? We see the jobs as well. But any one of you is able to see the join operation here. Has it done this join thing, which I asked it? So see, I asked that, hey, do this join. Do you see it happening here? Yes or no? Anyone who see happening it here? Yes, Vikrant. So exactly it is the case. What exactly happening in the background is that Spark, I told that, hey, I want to do this join. I want to do this join. Spark said, okay. Have I used that join? Have I used that join somewhere? Can anyone tell me that? If I have used this join anywhere as of now, this orders customer DF, have I used it as of now? Yes or no? I have not used it anywhere, right? As you can see, I have not used it anywhere. Right? So what happened is that Spark is going to maintain this transformations. So let's say it was join, then I can have maybe filter. And in a very simple, or I would say in a very exact way, this is what is known as DAG. Direct, acyclic. It will never maintain a cycle. No, it will always be one task after another and graph. So this will never happen. And the second you do an operation, the second you do an action, it's going to show. Let me show you that now. How it exactly will happen here. Pay attention, everyone. The second I ask Spark that, hey, orders.customer dot show, and let's say 5. Okay. See now. Now it is doing some Spark jobs and it is able to show me. If we go on this and if I just refresh it, where is the refresh? Okay, so it is refreshing. See, now when it is doing this DF, it has done this join operation as well. Are you able to see this, everyone? Now we see the join operation. Because when I asked it to show, that is where it got to know that, hey, now I have to do some action. And because of that action only, what happened was that I now have to make sure that I do this join as well. Right, everyone? Yes or no? I hope this is clear. This is in a very simple way, Spark lazy evaluation. Okay. In a very simple way, actually, this is just Spark lazy evaluation, nothing else. Okay. Let me show you one more thing. So let's say I do orders customer dot head. Okay. And let me run this. See, I'm able to see this head. Okay. Let's say I run this head again. Okay, so see, okay, I think it is not optimized. Just let me check. So I want to show you the caching thing as well. Okay, I'm going to show you the caching thing as well. I'm not sure if this is by default optimized for that. Let me check. Storage, data read, has it cached it? Let me check. Stages, and each and everything we are going to discuss here. This is all the basics of Spark. So when I teach Spark, I make sure that I first teach the vanilla Spark. Okay, that is in which we will be doing your understanding of all these UIs, all these jobs, stages, storage, all these things we will be understanding. Why am I going to do that? Because many time what happens, and rather majority of the time, I have spent the most time on this particular page when I was doing my project on Spark. I had some jobs which were failing a lot here. Okay. And to be a good data engineer, again, you have to make sure that you're able to understand things at this level, right? Not just that you write a code here and everything is fine. No. What if something fails? Okay. So just to show you one more thing, if let's say I run it again, if I'm just running it again, let us see if it will create another jobs. So see, Spark jobs are created, it is skipping it. You will not see any time here. But if I do it for tail, if I do the same thing for tail. So what I want to show you is basically we have something known as cache as well. We can actually cache this data frame as well. Okay, so that it is stored and we don't have to calculate these things again and again if something fails. Now again, this is all the property of Spark, RDD, everything. So don't worry on that. But yes, majorly, this is something which I just want to give you an idea. Here also Spark job was created. Okay, then we are working on that and all these things is happening. But yeah, this is all the basics of Spark which we also need to understand and basically I would say cover. Right, everyone? So now let us create orders underscore products underscore df equals what we have to do here, everyone. So we have the order details data dot, we can now join this. We can now join this. We can join this with our products data. And what we have to join it, everyone? We have to join it on product ID. And I have to do a inner join. Now again, these are some basic syntaxes of Spark. No worries if you don't know this, but yes, should be. I hope it is a lot easy to understand. So what I have done now, pay attention. I have the order details, product ID is here, and the products is also having the product ID. So I joined on these two things. Okay, everyone, I hope this is clear. Moving forward, what we can do in a similar way, and this is all the transformation which I'm doing. As of now, I just had the raw data. As of now, I was just having the raw data, nothing else, right, everyone? I hope you are able to understand this, that if I go back into the architecture, you will see one thing. I got the raw data as of now into my lake. Now I am doing this data transformation, which is my joining, which is my filtering, which is my all these any operation, map operations, all the operations I'm not doing here only, right? So I can now join order customers and order products on order ID. So see, if I join this now, and if I just show you the final DF, just let me show you. Now this is not doing anything as of now, but when I will do final df.show, it's an action. And when I run this, all my data is now basically here. Right, everyone? All my data is basically here, which you can see as well. Anyone has any doubt on what all we have done till here? Again, I've done a very basic level of this thing. You can do again more level of things. You can get the insights, all these things also you can get. Okay. Just to show you some code for that, just to quickly show you some code for that. What I'm going to do is let us have some empty cells. Let us have percentage MD. Then derive insights. Let us run this. So MD is markdown. And this is some code. Okay, so what I'm doing, PySpark SQL functions, columns, sum and description. And we can get the customers by total spending. So we can get top customers. We can get the best selling products. We can also get the order by country. So you will see all these things. See, Germany is the highest, like which is having the highest order. These are the customers which having the highest, these are the products which are sold the most. And these are my highest customer, like the customer which orders the most, who spend most money. So I can do all the transformation and other things here as well, which is your any insight gathering or anything. I can do all of that. I hope this is clear. Anyone has any doubt? Spark job is a series of tasks or one particular task. Kichu, Spark is a language, or rather, I would say framework, which we use for working on our this thing. To make sure that it is optimized enough, Spark works in a way that it basically implement or execute everything within after it gets an action. Okay, so Spark is not some series of tasks or something like that. No, Spark is just a framework we are using which help us to do this distributed computing. Even if I had this multiple of these clusters with me, I won't have to change anything in my code. Spark is going to handle the same from its end. Okay, everyone. So I hope this is clear. Anyone has any doubt here? Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, anything which is not clear? Anyone, any doubt? Series of tasks that work together to complete a computation. Majorly, yes, but I will like to answer that Spark is not that. It's framework, right? So it's a proper architecture. I can show you that Spark architecture. So let us keep our that clear as well. It's proper Spark is like a proper technology which we install on each and every. So not like just programs or something. No, this is exactly the Spark architecture where we have cluster manager, worker nodes, executors. All these things are there. Again, everyone pay attention. So in this course, I have spent and kept almost 3-4 weeks for Sparks only because it is very important to understand. This all of you can do the project still, but what if tomorrow there is a need for something else? And believe me, I have spent 3 months on a project where I was not able to optimize a Spark job. What wrong was happening there? So that these are the things which makes you different from a very good data engineer than a normal data engineer who is not able to, I would say, who just know the things, then to actually understand these things. Okay, everyone. So let me do it dark theme as well. I think that is helpful. Yeah. Anyone, any doubt what we have done till now? So we have done this transformation. You can see in front of you. We read the data. Then we have work done on these transformation. We also drove the insights as well. Something which we have not done as of now. So in my raw data, I am able to work on each and everything. I hope you like this. Anyone has any doubt, anything till now, or are we good to move forward? Any doubt, anyone? Please let me know in the chat if you have any doubt, anything which is not clear. We'll be more than happy to clear that. Please make sure that you understand this. We have multiple components here. So I've included those components so that your learning and understanding is a lot uh, right towards the right end, so that you when you work, you feel that confidence. Okay. Okay. So anyone, any doubt? Vikrant, what is this? Sorry, I missed this. Most of these data transformation we can perform using Panda. So what will we can additionally provide to client with Databricks? Vikrant, see, again, that's the thing. Pandas works on a single data set. What if your data set is, let's say, GBs in size? So can you think of one use case, let's say your orders data in Amazon or somewhere where this data is having GBs and pandas cannot do distributed computing. I hope you understand that. Yes or no? So when you have to do these things, when you have to do these things in a very quick way for your streaming data or for a very heavy data, then you cannot use pandas there, right? That is where Spark comes into the picture. It is very optimized. It is very fast than pandas for especially for distributed computing. Pandas cannot do that, right? So that is the major thing. How will you ask Panda that, hey, this is where the data is kept, this is where other data is kept, please go and work on this data? That is not something which we can do. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear, everyone. Cool, everyone. So I hope we are good to move forward. Please let me know if you have any doubts. I'm just seeing the chat. Anyone has any doubt? I hope the data stays. Just 1 minute. See, the major use case here is Spark and this database. This is a lot optimized for working on distributed computation as well. As of now, we are just doing this basic things, right? But if you have to work on GBs of data, that is where you face that problem, right? Hello everyone. I hope you're able to hear me back. Got just uh, like my full phone internet got off. Airtel just make sure that I get problem with this at the time of class only. Okay. So let me just quickly see. Even running select star from table query can bring your production server down. Huge data set. Exactly, Vishal. So that is a problem. And one more thing. So how many of you know that we can actually create tables here as well? So just let us use AI as well. Okay. Create a final df to sorry create a final df spark table and show how can I do analysis on that some example query. So I like to use test AI if it will be able to do what we want, but let us see. So pay attention everyone, what we are able to do. Okay, everyone just also confirm me. I hope everything is fine, like you're able to hear me and everything is fine. The reason is I just changed the internet. My phone internet got used up. Okay. Cool. So you see this, everyone? See, I just sent that, hey, final DF, I am creating a temporary view of you. So we will get a final DF table. Now, see, there are three ways you can work with Spark: RDD, data frame, and SQL. And just understand one more thing now. If you know just SQL, using Spark, based on your SQL knowledge, you can do distributed computing. Like that just opens a whole new array of, I would say, things which can be done using Spark. Something which pandas and everything can never compete with. So this query which I have written, this will be distributed and run across cluster. And I don't have to even learn a thing. Everything will be handled by Spark. See this, everyone? Yes or no? I hope everyone is able to see this. And these are the small things which we have to understand if you have to become a good data engineer, if you have to actually be a kick-ass data engineer. All these things we will be doing. See, I've just created a view. So anyone who is now comfortable with SQL, write these queries. They will work with Spark optimization. Okay. I hope that is clear, everyone. Anyone has any doubt? Let me know quickly, else we will just move forward. We have some time. So 10 minutes more I'm going to take. But yes, hopefully that is going to help you. So meanwhile, let me just go app registration. So I think I forget this step. That's why I was just thinking why we are not able to find our keys. App registration. If anyone has any doubt, let me know. To solve problem, does it depend on the problem to look into RDD, data frame, or SQL? No, Kichu. Majorly, we don't use RDD as of now. In the course, again, I will be working on that. I will be telling you what RDDs are. Okay, so those things are required. But we can solve in any of the ways. So we can work with RDDs, we can work with data frames, we can work with SQL as well. So I have worked with data frames as of now. If you will see, so I have worked with data frames. What I would have done is I would have done like I would have just made these tables. Okay, so let me just try. Okay, let me just try if I can do all the things which we did. 1 minute, yeah. So let me just try to get this code via AI only, so it can quickly generate it. Make SQL table for all 4 data sets and get final DF, which I did via data frame. So I'm not sure how smart is it. I normally don't use it in like when I try to write code, but right now we can do it. Data frame approach. Okay, so let's see if it can refer to above chat as well, above sorry code. But see, now it is creating views for this, everyone. Okay, now it is joining them. So where is it? Yeah. So let it write. See. So if anyone doesn't know data frame, Spark, data frame and SQL, they are a lot optimized. RDD is now something which we don't use. Okay, but still I will be teaching you on that. Okay, so see, it has created a final DF query. Order customer and DF it has worked. Okay. Again, this would have just required another code. So like I'm sending all these 4 as well. So these were the major 4 data sets, right, everyone? What we started off with. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Anyone has any doubt in this? Let me know in the chat quickly. We have done a lots of things here. We have actually creating a production level product here. Sorry, project here. So I'm going to just register this now. Everyone, pay attention. PySpark resource intensive in which way, Gigi? So we have this running on a cluster, right? Like, what are you comparing it to exactly? So see everyone, these are the things which we will be requiring. Okay. Mhm. Minute. So what I'm doing here is notes, and let us have a new note. How can I create a note here? 1 minute, everyone. Where I have to paste it. So let me save it somewhere. Just 1 second, everyone. So now what I'm trying to show you is, so if you remember, we have to create that thing, right? My laptop is storing it a little slow. I think it's using a lots of resources. No worries. So if no issues are there, everyone, then what I'm going to show you is that how can we create this connection. So if you remember, right, just see. If you remember, this password or authorization case was left, right, everyone? So for that, we need few things. So that is what I'm now going to do. Or if you feel we can do it in the next session as well, which is going to be on Saturday, let me know quickly. If this much is clear, then I think maybe we can do it, continue it in the next class. But yeah, that is what we have to do now. We have to now use Synapse, right? We have to use Synapse so that we are able to work on this just like in a SQL way. We can just serve this data now. So see, we have now worked on this data and get all this data. We have to serve on this data, right? So let us do that in the next session. I don't think it's a problem. We did a good level of Spark work today, which I think you all have understood. We have seen the Spark UI as well to got the idea. Okay, so this maybe we will do in the next class. Don't worry on this. So what we have to normally do, I can just quickly tell you. We have created this from here, right? Now we have these things. Again, don't try to use it. I will be deleting them as soon as it gets over. We have to create a new secret as well from here. And using that, then I will be able to make a connection. So I have to create a new client secret. I will just have to send. So see what values it was asking. If you remember, everyone, pay attention. It was asking for application ID. And we have this. It was asking for an application ID. We have the application ID here. Then directory ID we will be getting. And there is one auth, okay, secret ID, which also we have to pass. So yeah, that is all things which we will be getting via app registrations. Okay. So I hope that is clear, everyone. Anyone has any doubt? Uh, 1 second, I think there's a doubt. Anirudh, no, I don't think it should be required. If it will be, I will teach that. I think it's procedure level SQL, right? So yeah, should be fine. I don't think any problem is there. Normal SQL should work, honestly. So yeah, cool, everyone. So let us get back, and yeah, I think good choice to just we will just do this part. Should be fine. In the next class, we will do this part maybe on Saturday. I will just show you how we can send it back and just use the Adobe Synapse as well. Today we did a very good part. Just Databricks, right? This working with Spark and Databricks, it's a very much in demand skill. Right now, you must be seeing that okay, why this is a very easy code and stuff. But let me tell you, we can do like n number of things here. It is very much helpful for the today's data level, the way it connects with your cluster, the overall compute, and do all these things. And if you understand in depth about caching in Spark, okay, about how the operations happens in Spark, about Spark optimization, different kinds of join in Spark, broadcast join, salted join, you will be actually having a very good knowledge. And then on top of that, if we do these kind of projects, this is going to help us in enhancing our CV. This is not a very straightforward or easy process. Believe me, we have been using many technologies. Okay. So yeah, that was all. Now let me just quickly go back, everyone. So this is the course which we are going to start from December 21st. Timings are 8 to 12. Krish 10 is still valid. So if anyone wants to enroll into the course, please make sure that you use Krish 10 token. Okay. If anyone has any doubt is there, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay, I'm just sharing my credentials once again. So how you can reach out to me? 1 second. So if anything is not clear, please feel free to ask the same. We'll be more than happy to answer that. And meanwhile, let me just share the links with you all so you can easily reach out. So you can reach out to me either on LinkedIn, or please feel free to connect with me on YouTube. We'll be more than happy. Again, this is where you can check out the course. The same link is there on the bottom, which is there. There is a number as well. So this is the counseling team. If you have any doubts, just make sure that you reach out to them. They will make sure that they help you answer that, will not be pushing you towards the course. That is the thing. If there is any other course which they feel, or maybe the Udemy one, the simple 400 one, they will just ask you for that as well if you are a fresher or something. So yeah, do that. Ramakrishna, yes, you can pay in US dollar. I think it's a lot competitive pricing. We have very less PP, like pay parity applied. I think it's some $120 or something in US. So yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable amount considering in US. Okay, so you can pay in US dollars or even in UK currency as well. But US dollars, I think, will be better for you because it's not that expensive even in US. Okay, cool. So anyone has any doubt before we stop? Just let me remove the screen and yeah, cool everyone. So just tell me quickly if you have any doubts, anything which is not clear, and we'll be more than happy to do that. Now I think we can have generic doubt as well. So if anyone has any doubt in general with respect to big data or career in general, I can just take it and we will just close the session in the next 5 minutes. Okay. Again, just to go forward, this is from where you can download the whole curriculum as well. Snowflake is not there. Okay. Does the code work? Ramakrishna, just try that out once. I think it will work. Just try it out. Not really sure from the back end. If it doesn't work, just let us know and we will see that how we can make it. Okay. Hello, I have a final year project on an app to identify plant disease. What could you advise me? I think initially it's a very easy project to do. Like you can just go to see the plant disease. For example, you can use deep learning frameworks here, right? Depends on what. See, the thing is, first let us think is from an objective perspective. What are you getting into the data? Is it images? Is it some data like the iris data set? Just apply the basics. Yeah, I think it's an easy project to do now. Okay, reach out to me on YouTube or LinkedIn and I will help you. But yes, the basic idea is that only. Prerequisite Gamer say 9797 is this, which we said that we are already going to provide you with the recordings. So Python, SQL, and database basics. These are the prerequisites. Okay. I'm already enrolled in the course. I have a good ETL development experience on SSIS. How can I use this course to enhance my profile? I have 3 years of experience in total. Pratik, we will be starting with the course. If you have a good experience in ETL in general, please make sure that you are a lot attentive when I explain Spark, because before that, lots of things are going to be theory. Again, that is also required. But in Spark is where you will be understanding a lots of things. Apart from that, when we do projects, please make sure that you understand each and every step of the project. And then what I will suggest you is that if you are in the field already, try to see the projects which you have done already. Can they be done using those technologies? Can they be enhanced by using those approaches or not? Okay. I am a fresher pursuing MSc AI ML. This course with for me with no experience. Tarun, see, the thing is again that if you are in AI ML field and you are in masters, right? First, please get the basic programming experience. If you have that, then this can be helpful to you because companies do look forward to these technologies, and especially from masters guy. If you don't have any idea behind coding or whatsoever, then first please get that. That will be helpful. Okay. The requirement are take a picture, identify the disease, provide sustainable solution to treat the disease to the user. Hinchini, see, the very first thing which now the what you can do is very easy. Yeah? Matlab, now you can just directly use GenAI or it's any framework there as well. So how I will do the project is I will first try to see if it is limited to some particular plants, then get all the images and everything, work on that, create a deep learning solution. Along with that, maybe you can now to directly hit your APIs, the chat GPT APIs and stuff, and get knowledge from that. Okay, they are also as good as it can be. And then for the overall solution, sustainable solution, I think they should be good to give you if you want to just do the project. If you want to create a deep learning model, then get the data. Again, the data is going to be a lot useful there, right? So get the data and you should be good there. So basic idea, just to draw for you quickly, is going to be something like this. Two parts we have. First, get different images, like get multiple images, create a deep learning model. Second, don't do anything. Use chat GPT or some API. Use Hugging Face for the POC to get the proof of concept. Based on this, once you get the diseases right or wrong, sustainable solution. Either now try to create a database which tells that okay, what can be the solution, because this is very vague as of now. Like what exactly is the disease, what kind of plant you're looking forward to. But yes, get the overall approach. Here, get everything in a single prompt and it should be good. I have just joined a startup. How to practice the ML Ops project? Shiv Kumar, if you have joined a startup, you will get lots of technologies, lots of opportunities. If you are working on ML Ops, first understand ML. That is a very important thing. Go to any cloud, try to make those end-to-end projects. That is what you will help you in ML Ops directly. Nothing major, honestly. Use SageMaker, take up a server and try to make and deploy your model there. See how you can make it CI/CD, like how you can use your GitHub Actions, Airflow, all these things for continuous, create these pipelines. That should be more than helpful. If you know ML, then just do projects and you will be good in ML Ops as well. That's the straightforward, easy advice. My journey in ML Ops has been majorly I would say, supplemented by me working on a research projects and projects in companies. That is all what I done honestly for ML Ops, and I was able to grasp everything. Once you grasp the basics now, then I don't think it's the difficult thing. I know Python and SQL, no experience in sense of job experience. Will this be suitable for me and duration of the course? Duration of this course, Arun, will be 5 to 7 months because we are going to cover things in depth. Okay. If you have Python and SQL and no experience in job, I think it can be good for you, Tarun. Just you have to make up your mind because companies will be looking for these skills in your CV. Okay. So yeah, that is going to be for sure be helpful. Also, provided you are already in the, I think you were the person, right? You were in AIML. Yeah, you are already in AIML, so data will be forming a big part of any job which you are going to do. So having data engineering knowledge surely is going to be helpful. I am currently working with more than 2 years and I have wrote Python script to retrieve data from REST APIs into an Frame Oracle. Okay, can it be considered a data engineering project? Not really, ARP. That is just part of your project. So I think this is just this first part. You're just doing this data ingestion part using this thing. Not a data engineering project. See, the whole aim, this is a full end-to-end data engineering project because we have got the data, we are transforming it by using, it's toned down, but it's a full end-to-end data engineering project. We will be making this synapse. We can make a serving layer here as well. Using that, we can just then ask anyone that, hey, you can get the data. So this is a full kind of a project. Now I can throw in this Kafka and other things here, Spark streaming Kafka, to make it a little bit more, I would say, complex. So this is a full idea, or I would say, chain of what you will be doing. Honestly, if you ask me now, 60-70% of projects will be into this pipeline only. Just that it will get a little bit more and more complex. You might have to get data via different sources. Data might not be that straightforward. So this Azure Databricks code, it will be a lot big. You might have to spend days on those code. Okay. It will be a lot heavy in size. So maybe you have to optimize your joins as well. So these are the things which you will be working on majorly. Okay. In my current organization, I majorly work as a Python developer, but my current company randomly assigned me project. Like currently, they have assigned a project related to GenAI. Okay, RP, I think that's take it as a learning experience. Honestly, that's how you learn. So take it as a learning experience if you are getting these projects, unless they are just totally out of your domain. Like if you are in the data field and everything, if you know Python and stuff, that should be good. Okay. Ishan, yeah, next is your. Sir, I have a skill set of ML, DL, Gen AI, ML Ops. Okay, in depth as a fresher doing with super good project. What to do now? What package can I expect? Ishan, totally depends on lots of things. Tomorrow, if company is coming, I see you have not done DSA. If they are the first round on DSA, you might not clear it. Plus, when you say that you have all these knowledge, I might have to take an interview and test you on that. That exactly how good that knowledge is. Is it just bookish knowledge? Have you actually created something to enhance your paycheck? Please create something which is very much useful. That is going to be more helpful because just having the knowledge is not going to help. That I can be sure of. Okay. DSA intermediate थोड़ा अच्छे से कर लो यार, do it in advance. Yeah, so not selling it or anything, but I have a course on DSA on Udemy as well, everyone. So अगर if anyone has any doubt, any problem or want to get started in Python and DSA, you can start with that. It may be costing you 400, 500. Cool then, yaar. I think the doubts are clear. It's already 10, so let me just take one last one. I am confused. Okay, is there any equivalent tool of Azure HD Insights AWS? Yeah, surely will be there. Let us see. Azure HD Insights AWS. क्या है? Amazon EMR. हाँ अच्छा, HD Insights ना. हाँ, Amazon EMR भी है ना. मतलब Google we have Dataproc. This is the most basic thing. Sorry, I get confused because there are many services. So Pratik, we have EMR na for that though. No worries, I think in that. Dataproc on Google, EMR here, cloud-based services that can process large amount of data. Na? See, straightforward, yeah. Okay, so I hope now let me close the doubts. So सबको क्रिस्टर से पढ़ा है उनके कोर्सेज से. ईशान, see the idea is that बहुत लोगों ने पढ़ा है ना. What separates you? Just to give an example, I completed my whole journey of MLDL, everything myself from different blogs, Andrew NG courses and stuff. But the major thing which helped was my internship and research projects, which I was able to crack OYO rooms, then crack Goldman Sachs, along with that a very high level of DSA skills. ठीक है, DSA system design. तो देखो, many people have studied that. What else you have done? That now becomes a differentiator. ठीक है. Plus, how good you have studied that. That is also one very big differentiator. In my conversation, you will always find that I understand the problem from a very basic perspective and then build on top of that. Many students, they just get confused in different technologies, jargons. Like if I ask person that, hey, this is what I have to do. It's a simple thing, right? Data ingestion. Okay, if I don't even know Azure Data Factory, I will go and learn about this. Many students, they will be like, no, I have never done Azure Data Factory. I have a problem in this. I don't think I can do this. So that is the biggest separator, the problem solving mindset. So make projects. Data created on the internet are always better, Hensley. Okay. Okay, no worries. Thanks a lot, everyone. Hope you like the session. Okay. Vikrant, if you are in data engineering field, please learn Databricks. Databricks is a lot in demand. Okay, also tell me, I will create a proper in-depth video. I'm actually also already working on this. Like 2 months back, I started. So I have the content ready and I just have to shoot it. And I've started actually shooting it as well. But Databricks so surely will be useful. Databricks is getting used a lot in the industry right now. Okay? Cool, I think the doubts are clear. I'm also a little tired. So, graph DP sab pad lena. I have taught that as well. Okay, so just last 2 minutes. Kuch appreciation words. If you have appreciation words, then tell me that. If feedback is there, then tell me that. I'm tired. Neck is paining a little. Okay, so we will close the session. Okay. For the doubts, please reach out to me then, or in the next session you can ask that. किस में you are confused, Harsh? एक बार दोबारा पूछ लो यार. And please, everyone, just make sure that you check out the course. Everything we have, make sure that we have worked on this a lot, me and Chris sir. Okay, no one else majorly is involved. I also talked to many people in the professional, like in the industry. Please, if you are planning to look into this, just consider this. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to reach out to me. Vaki, what we have done today was not at all easy. Believe me, it is something which will give you, I hope it has given you a very good idea that this part, right, to get the data into the data lake and then work on that. So you have actually transformed your raw data into something useful. Not that easy thing to do or like I would say start with. Okay, so spend the time, see this video again, phased out, reach out to me. Okay, content related doubt, reach out to this number, or just reach out to me or Krish sir, and we will help you to answer that. एक डाउट रह गया, I think वो was confused. 1 minute. कौन था? हाँ, हर्ष. Okay, what do you have to do after Python? Vishal, you will see the recorded lectures. This recorded you will see on Krish sir on the live channel. For pre-recorded, for prerequisites, we will give you the recorded things on this. Once you enroll, right, you will be able to log in on this Krish Naik Academy, learn.Krish Naik Academy. There you will see the recorded sessions. Okay. हर्ष का एक डाउट था, जस्ट आई एम क्लियरिंग दैट. आई एम सीइंग अगर ऊपर कुछ कंटेक्स्ट दिया हो हर्ष ने, और तो हर्ष थोड़ा सा कंटेक्स्ट. हर्ष, कैन यू प्लीज प्रोवाइड मी विद द कंटेक्स्ट कि you have done Python, but like right now are you a student or what exactly? That will help me to answer that. Your is the last doubt I'm taking. Okay, everyone. So yeah, everyone, meanwhile, for all others, thanks a lot. Please consider the course, consider reaching out to me, subscribing to my YouTube channel and Krish sir as well. Also, if you have any doubts, come to me. Any feedback, any appreciation, please let me know in the chat. That is also going to help a lot. And we are going to meet on Saturday. Okay. Okay, I'm a little tired. क्या हर्ष, थोड़ा सा यार बैकग्राउंड दे दो. आई कैन नॉट आंसर इन अ वेग टर्म्स. आई वांट टू मेक श्योर कि जो एडवाइस मैं दूं, सो द एडवाइस व्हिच आई गिव, दैट इज अ लिटिल हेल्पफुल. जस्ट प्लीज गिव मी अ बैकग्राउंड. ओके, दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प. लास्ट डाउट आई एम टेकिंग योर्स ओनली, सो इसलिए. KG gamer, if you're in art and you want to come to IT sector, first just learn Python from any channel. Okay, you can even go to my channel. There is a Hello Python series. See if in 1 month you can spend that time. Okay, then you can just come to me again ki sir, I spent the time in learning Python. I know that okay, what coding is. I have a little idea. Up tell me if I should do this or not. And in that you will find a oops video as well, that even technical people are not able to understand very nicely. That's around 5 hours of video. See that once. If things make sense, then come back to me. Then I will tell you if you should, what you should do for IT field. कोई और roadmap नहीं है. Just do coding first. If it is for you or not. ठीक है? Cool है. Let me just share the link of course once again. It is basically यहाँ पे ये number आ रहा है. ठीक है? This is the number, and then this is the link. Okay, so I hope I'm able to sync my hands and the link, but I hope you get the idea. Okay, Harsh, so I hope you are not getting this. Harsh, मेरे को लगता है निकल ही गएगा. Cool. So thanks a lot, everyone. Harsh, I was waiting for your doubt or your little context. So after Python, please, if you are a student, try to do either on development or towards the data science side. I will personally prefer data science side because that is directly in relation with Python and AI, which is a lot in, I would say, demand today. And yeah, that will be all. Without context, that is what I can answer. Okay. So cool, everyone. Bye-bye. I will be closing the bridge. We are going to meet on Saturday, complete this project, and I will see that what I can give you a little bit more idea about in the next class. It can be Hadoop, it can be Spark, internals of Spark, internals of Hadoop. So yeah. A single video will not be able to help you with that. Okay, but I can make series of